Hi, and welcome to another podcast with Hanaz Writers Limited. My name's Charlotte, and I'm a Year 2 teacher. I've had experience working in a nursery with children who age 0 to 4 years old, and I'm now working in a primary school for children aged 5 and upwards. I'm a Year 2 teacher, so that means that the children I'm teaching are about 6 to 7 years old. If you haven't heard any of these podcasts before, then please be sure to check out Hanaz Writers' YouTube and Spotify channels. There's lots of different podcasts out at the moment, just waiting for you to listen to them. In today's podcast, I'm going to be talking about the implications of TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram trends and what that has implications for the English language for now and for future generations. One of the things I'm going to talk about is hashtag language. But to start off with, I'm just going to say a little bit about three big vlogging video websites. They are used quite often at the moment. So we've got YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, of course. So YouTube was a website created in 2005, and it was one of the first application websites that you could use to just show videos. They're quite good because you can show video clips and videos of, I think it was up to 1 hour or 2 hours at the time. And I think they've increased the timings now. So their mission statement that they have on their website is this: our mission is to give everyone a voice and show them the world. We believe that everyone deserves to have a voice and that the world is a better place where we listen, share, and build community through our stories. The next application website is Instagram. And that was an application created in 2010. And it was just meant to be for pictures and really short videos lasting I think it was about a minute long. And now they've updated the application so you can have little short stories, you can have reels that play over and over again. And this has created quite interesting content where someone loops their video over and over, and you can actually just watch someone doing the same thing again and again and again. And it's quite interesting, especially if they do that one thing and it looks really nice and it looks like a fun video where they're just going and doing the same thing over and over again. It's pretty cool. And the last one is TikTok. And TikTok was an application that started in September in 2016. And their mission statement says, TikTok is the leading destination for short form mobile video. Our mission is to inspire creativity and bring joy. Now, these apps quickly became popular in very short amounts of time. The thing is, people like to watch videos. It's quick, it's an easy medium, they get their message across to others really quickly. You can watch something, you be entertained at the same time. And it's also a nice way for people to create content. People who like to film videos, they like to film things, or they like to put something emotion capture, or they want to film a story or something. They just want to be producers, video film editors, or film producers. And they get to direct, write, and create their own little short story, own little movie, I guess. And then they get to put it out to the world to see, which is quite fun, actually, if you're that inclined and you want to create something for others to watch. And it's amazing. And it is true. It's just like watching a very short clip for 10 minutes up to an hour. In the past, I guess the only time you could do that was if you wanted to watch something on TV, if you had a television at the time, and then you could watch, I think there was only 3 or 4 channels available, and you could only watch what the film directors dictated and what the government said. And you can only show videos that are about this, that, and the other. They cannot have sex, drugs, violence, and only show videos that are nice, happy, friendly, funny, humorous, all the good stuff in life. You can't show any bad things. They had restrictions and red tape, and film directors and people creating movies and TV shows, they had to be very careful about what they could and could not show on the screen. So then when you're watching the show, you're like, oh wow, this is amazing. So I guess with the use of YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, you now have that chance to post and put videos up. Any kind of video that you want. Whether it be good or bad, you're allowed. Unless, of course, the powers that be of Instagram, YouTube, and Netflix, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok find that video and they're like, we need to actually take this one down because it is a bit much. So these apps are very, very popular because they allow people to do these kinds of things. They allow them to become movie producers in very short amounts of time. Nowadays, you can, and for us as people who like to watch movies, people who like to watch videos, who like to watch these quick stories, it's great because you just need access to the internet. You need access to your computer, a laptop, a tablet, a mobile, anything that can have access to the internet and that has a little screen that you can watch things on. And there you have it. You go on youtube.com, you go instagram.com, go TikTok, bam, you're on the application, you're putting your content up, you're watching other people's content, and it's amazing. Honestly, the technology, just thinking about it, maybe 20, 30 years ago, this was not available. It wasn't even conceivable at that time, 30 years ago. I think people laughed when they said they saw the first mobile and they were like, what is that? That will never catch on. Now everyone has a mobile phone and everyone uses their phone for lots of things because it's just evolved so quickly in the last 30 years. Literally 30, 35 years, 36 years. It's just crazy. Amazing. So back to my point. At some point, someone figured out that as well as creating these fun videos, they could also become influencers and they could influence other people to do things through their videos. And soon the art of starting trends became this thing that people do. It's a common practice now. I think at one point there was the ice bucket challenge, that trend where you get a bucket of ice water and you throw it all over yourself. And it was to raise money for charity, I think. So that was quite an interesting one. But what they would do is that after they had done the challenge, they would nominate another person and say, I challenge so-and-so to do the challenge. And then if you didn't do it, then people would watch the video and say, oh, but you didn't do the challenge, because they want to see the follow-up video saying, did the person that you said you challenged to do it actually do the challenge? And it got to a point where celebrities were getting involved and the celebrities would then nominate each other. So then people will be watching celebrities throwing a bucket of ice water on themselves. Or in some cases, not throwing an ice bucket on themselves, but still making a video about it, maybe to complain about how they're not going to do it. Anyway, that's a whole nother loop of things that if you have time and you want to watch people throwing ice water on themselves, go ahead. There was also, I think, during COVID times, people were doing lots of fun videos and getting together online to create content. Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime. They were very much needed during the COVID years. So thank you to you guys a lot. We really needed that. And the content was just great. So thank you. Anyway. Now, trends also not just ice bucket challenge and eating a spoonful of cinnamon challenge or whatever. They also had dance challenges, I think. So they created dance moves like the floss or the Superman, and then they got people to do the said dance move. And again, they challenged people to do it. And again, it became a trend. Now, along with all of these, very quickly, along with the videos, people also started using the hashtag symbol for their words, because I think the hashtag was just a way that people could link their videos to other people's videos. So if you were doing a video of your cat, you would put your hashtag cat in the comments or in your title, hashtag cat or hashtag cute cats or kittens or something to do with cats in there. And then every time someone Googled or they searched for cats or they searched for videos about cute cats, your video would be one of the ones that would pop up because it has the hashtag in it. And the hashtag soon became common practice. At the beginning, people were like, you do hashtag what? And then they were confused because they didn't quite get it. And then after a while, it just became common practice. You ask anyone, even people doing their video blogs, they would actually then say on the video blogs, oh, hashtag bless, hashtag sunshine, hashtag holiday. And they would be hashtagging every single thing. And then they'd even write it in their comments or that bit of the blurb at the bottom saying my video or me in the sunshine, hashtag blessed, that kind of thing. And then suddenly hashtag is this word that you are saying nearly most of the time throughout the day. Even if you don't even realize you're saying it, someone will be saying it somewhere and you'll hear them say it. And it used to be one of those things where the people would be like, oh, what are you saying it for? What are you doing? Why are you being weird? And then now it's just this thing that's become common practice and people don't even realize how normalized they've become. people have normalized this word, hashtag, to say it. They say it on the radio, they say it on TV, they say it on their videos, and now it's just this common practice. It wasn't that long ago, as I was saying, like 36 years ago, hashtag was just this weird symbol that you would use. You would use it sometimes when you were playing tic-tac-toe, you just draw the hashtag because that's how you knew to play tic-tac-toe. Or bingo as well. Oh yeah, we do the hashtag and then you play bingo. Now it's a word that people use for everything. Hashtag blessed, hashtag sunshine, and so on and so forth. Hashtag holiday. Sorry, I'm just making fun. So my question at the beginning of this podcast is, what are the implications of these websites and the way that we use English language, the way that they use English language? And I have to say, they have evolved the language so quickly. The language has changed so quickly, and that's within the space of a few years. Because the world has just changed. The world has evolved so quickly and so fast, and especially during COVID. And before that, during the years when mobile phones were just starting up to now, computers, laptops, everything to do with technology had just exploded in the 90s, 2000s, and 2001, 2002. Everything just seemed to happen so quickly. Boom. And because of that, we had to keep up. Terms, language, words, everything changed. Words evolved. Words became different. Different words were being used. And not just in technology terms as well, just around the world in general. So I don't think I have to explain that to you guys. Have a think about all the new terms and words that the government has had to recently put into place in their policies, changing their rules, regulations. Even for me as a teacher, we have a safeguarding policy, and the government have had to do a lot of changes to their language. All the words that they have in there, they have to change it around. They've had to change bits. They've had to add words. They've had to change words. They had to take bits out to make it relevant. They don't want that policy to be old and outdated. And that's just within the space of this summer. Literally had the summer 6 weeks. And during those 6 weeks, Ofsted and the safeguarding policy and the government have managed to change lots of things. And I tell you what, it is in a small document. It is a massive document about safeguarding and looking after children. If you're a teacher, then you know what I'm talking about. They have had to go through all their policies and change certain words, change certain bits, and we have to keep up with the times. We just have to learn it. We just have to be like, oh, this is how it is now. And it's just crazy how fast it can change, how fast language changes everything. So I guess the best thing about it is new things are being learnt, new things are being taught. And it's nice. It's new words, new things, new ideas, new concepts. And people pick up on this quickly and they normalize it and they get it done. They just do. It's just one of those things. So anyway, thank you for listening to the podcast. Let me know what you think. How have you found the changes in your languages? What's your take on popular videos and influencers using new words in their videos? Is it for the better or is it for the worse? What do you think? Leave your comments below. If you've enjoyed this podcast and you'd like to subscribe, then click the subscribe button below. You can hear more podcasts from Hanaz Writers on their YouTube and Spotify channels. You can also follow Hanaz Writers on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and the handle is @hanaz.writers. Thank you for listening, and until next time, bye.